back to Campbell Kitchen, everybody. Today we're going to learn how to make potato latkes, or they can be called potato roasties. Stay tuned and find out.
Start by using a russet potato. I like to use organic russet potatoes because I think they're sweeter. I like to peel on a paper towel to avoid the dirt getting on my cutting board. The next step is to take a box grater and to grate down the potato. Once the potato is grated, I put it in a bowl of ice water. This step is important because it gets rid of some of the starch and it gives you a fluffier potato. If you don't rinse the starch away, the potato pancake will be very, very dense and starchy and it won't be as delicious. Use your hand and just give it a quick little rinse. I put a few ice cubes in there to make sure those potatoes stay nice and firm. Now that the potatoes are drained, it's ready to squeeze dry. I put the potatoes in a kitchen cloth and I just squeeze the living daylights out of them. I try and just squeeze until all of that water is gone. Now once you've done that for 4 or 5 times, your potatoes are ready to be seasoned. Clean out your bowl, add your potatoes back to the bowl, and we're going to season it up by grating half of a shallot into the potatoes. You can use an onion, a white onion or red onion. Shallots work well too. Now with the box grater, after you peel your shallot, use the small holes. And it's going to make a nice little puree or mush of onions, and that actually has a lot of flavor. You can scoop that out with your hand if it's not coming down, and you don't need very much because it's very strong. Now it's time to season up the potato mixture. Season with salt, white pepper, oil, and or fat, and a grated onion. I like to use duck fat. I think that gives the absolute best flavor. If you don't have duck fat, you can use olive oil or canola oil. Adding all these seasonings together is going to make a really wonderfully flavored potato pancake. Once you add all the ingredients mixed together, let stand for a couple minutes, and then we're going to cook them. And in order to cook this potato pancake, I use a cast iron pan, and I put it on medium-low heat. You're also going to need fat or oil, and you're going to need a ring mold. Now it just so happens I lucked out, and I had a Mickey Mouse ring mold. Those are my favorite. But if you don't have that, you don't even need a ring mold. You can use a circle ring mold, or you can just do it without. It doesn't matter. They turn out a little better in a ring mold and they look a little nicer. Completely up to you. So I add 3, maybe 4 tablespoons of fat to the pan. I place the ring mold in the pan and I add my potatoes into that ring mold. And as you can see, the pan is very hot. It is not a cold pan. It needs to be hot to make sure that it crisps up those potatoes. Now I lightly press down with a spoon and my fingers to make sure the potato pancake is compact, and I cook it low and slow for about 10 to 15 minutes on each side. You don't want to rush this and you don't want to crank the heat. You want nice, low, even heat. I flip it over to get nice, beautiful color on both sides. And you can also flip it back on the original side. You don't only have to flip it once or twice, you can do it as many times as you want until the color is right. So this potato pancake has been cooking for about 20 minutes to 25 minutes and is ready. I place it on a plate with a paper towel, let it cool. I chop a few chives because those taste extra delicious with the potatoes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to plate it up. Now I happen to be using an antique Bavarian gold plated plate, and I'm using creme fraiche, and as I said, chives, but you can top this with salmon or anything that sounds good, really. Salmon is classic. Now I split a little bit of the creme fraiche right in the center, cover it with the chives, add a little bit of finishing salt, pepper, voila.
Thank you guys for joining. I hope you guys saw how easy that recipe was and how delicious it is. Make sure if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Stay tuned for the next video. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.